Welcome to my YouTube channel. The Auto-Futurist 2025 Ferrari 812 GTS is the kind of car that makes time stop for a second. It doesn't ask for your attention, it demands it. With a roar that can shake the ground and a design that looks like it was sculpted by the wind itself, the new 812 GTS represents Ferrari at its most audacious and pure. It's not just a car, it's a statement, an experience, and in many ways, a love letter to naturally aspirated performance in an increasingly electrified world. This grand tour takes everything Ferrari has learned over the years and distills it into one of the most exhilarating driving machines on the road. Under the hood, it houses a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine that produces an astonishing 819 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. This isn't a hybrid, there are no turbos, it's just raw, unfiltered combustion engine glory. This V12, a direct descendant of Ferrari's legendary lineage, revs all the way to 9,500 revolutions per minute. Let that sink in. 9,500 revolutions per minute. It's a mechanical symphony, and Ferrari has made sure it sings louder than ever before. With power sent to the rear wheels through a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, the shifts are lightning fast and razor-sharp. The transmission has been tweaked for 2025 to deliver even quicker response times, especially in race mode, where gear changes are near instantaneous. 0 to 60 happens in just under 3 seconds. The top speed, over 211 miles per hour. That's not just quick, it's hypercar territory. But the 812 GTS doesn't just live for the straight line. This is a car built to dance through the curves. Ferrari's engineers have worked their magic on the chassis and suspension, employing the latest in magnetorheological dampers and rear-wheel steering to make sure the 812 GTS corners like a much smaller car. The steering is incredibly precise, offering real feedback and confidence through every turn. It's not numb, not filtered, just direct and organic. You feel what the tires are doing, how the weight shifts, and how the car responds to your every input. It's a true driver's car. But what makes the 812 GTS even more special is that it's a convertible. The retractable hardtop folds down in just 14 seconds, even while moving at speeds up to 28 miles per hour. And once the top is down, the experience changes completely. The sound of that V12 is no longer muffled, it's everywhere. It echoes off buildings, bounces through canyons, and fills the cabin with an intoxicating soundtrack. Ferrari has fine-tuned the exhaust system for 2025 to deliver a deeper, more resonant tone across the rev range. It's less filtered, more natural, and more ferocious than ever. The exterior design of the 2025 Ferrari 812 GTS is a blend of aggression and elegance. The front fascia has been sharpened with new intakes and a more sculpted hood. The LED headlights are sleeker, and the rear now features more pronounced aerodynamic elements that not only enhance downforce but also give the GTS a more planted, purposeful stance. It's a car that looks like it's in motion even when it's standing still. Ferrari offers a nearly limitless range of customization for the 812 GTS, from the exterior paint options to the interior trim and materials. Buyers can choose from an array of classic and contemporary colors, as well as carbon fiber accents, Alcantara inserts, and embroidered logos. No two 812s have to look the same. That's the beauty of owning a Ferrari, it's yours in every sense. Inside, the cabin is a blend of tradition and technology. The driver-focused cockpit wraps around you with a sense of purpose. There's no massive center screen dominating the dash. Instead, you get a more analog approach to digital, an emphasis on tactile buttons, a digital instrument cluster that blends classic Ferrari cues with modern display tech, and a passenger-side display that shows speed, RPMs, and more. It's a space built for driving, not distraction. The seats are deeply bolstered and perfectly sculpted to hold you in place during aggressive driving, yet still offer enough comfort for long-distance cruising. The leather is supple, the stitching is flawless, and everything you touch feels crafted with care. Despite the car's hardcore performance capabilities, Ferrari hasn't forgotten that the GTS is still a grand tourer. That means real trunk space, a smooth ride in comfort mode, and enough tech to make everyday use possible. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard for 2025, along with a new high-resolution audio system that can actually compete with the V12 soundtrack when the top is up. You also get adaptive cruise control, a 360-degree camera system, and parking sensors to help navigate tight urban environments. Ferrari might be rooted in racing, but it understands modern luxury. The 812 GTS isn't about chasing numbers, it's about how those numbers make you feel. It's about pulling onto an empty stretch of road, shifting down to second, and unleashing that V12 with nothing but sky above your head. It's about the connection between man, machine, and the road ahead. And in a world where supercars are increasingly hybridized and electric, Ferrari's commitment to a naturally aspirated V12 convertible is both a bold move and a gift to enthusiasts. There are whispers that this could be the final chapter for Ferrari's front-engine V12s. Emissions regulations are tightening. Electrification is inevitable. But if this is indeed the last of its kind, Ferrari has made sure it goes out with a bang. The 2025-812 GTS isn't just another model, it's a celebration. A swan song to one of the greatest engine configurations in automotive history. Driving it isn't like driving a normal car. You don't just go from point A to point B. You feel everything. The road texture through the chassis, the wind as it swirls around the cabin, the engine's pitch changing with every throttle input. It's a visceral, emotional experience. One that stays with you long after the engine shuts off. And let's talk about exclusivity. Ferrari isn't making 100,000 of these. Production is limited, and allocation is typically reserved for loyal Ferrari clients. That means just spotting one on the road is a rare treat, and owning one puts you in an elite club. The price? North of $450,000. And that's before you add any customization or bespoke features. But then again, you're not just paying for a car, you're buying a piece of Ferrari heritage. What sets the 812 GTS apart from other supercars isn't just its performance, it's the philosophy behind it. Ferrari could have gone hybrid. They could have played it safe. Instead, they doubled down on what makes a Ferrari. Passion, noise, speed, emotion. And that makes the 2025-812 GTS more than just a car. It's a rolling work of art. For collectors, it's an investment. For drivers, it's a thrill machine. For dreamers, it's a poster on the wall come to life. Whatever it means to you, there's no denying that the 812 GTS leaves a mark. It's a reminder of what driving can be when the experience is placed above all else. This isn't the future of driving, it's a tribute to its greatest moments. And while Ferrari is already moving toward hybrid V12s and fully electric powertrains, the 812 GTS stands proudly as one last, glorious stand for the naturally aspirated purist. It's loud, it's fast, it's beautiful, and above all, it's pure. Whether you see it fly by on the freeway or hear it echo through a tunnel, the 812 GTS doesn't just make an impression, it makes memories. And in a world of digital distractions and autonomous this and that, maybe that's what we need now more than ever. A car that makes us feel alive. This is the Auto Futurist, and that was the 2025 Ferrari 812 GTS. Until next time.